This one is called Message to the Messengers. It's from a writer known as Gil Scott Heron, who's also a musician. And this one goes like this. Hey, yeah, we're the same brothers from a long time ago. We was talking about television, but doing it on the radio. What we did was to help our generation realize they had to get out there and get busy because it wasn't going to be televised. We got respect for young rappers and what they freewaying, but if you going to be teaching folks things, be sure you know what you're saying. See, older folks in our neighborhood, we got plenty of know-how. Remember, if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be out there now. And I ain't coming at you with no disrespect. All I'm saying is that you damn well got to be correct. Because if you're going to be speaking for a whole generation and you know enough to try and handle their education, be sure you know the real deal about past situations and not just repeating what you heard on a local TV station. See, sometimes they tell lies and put them in a truthful disguise, but the truth is, that's why we said it wouldn't be televised. They don't know what to say to our young folks, but they know that you do. But if they really knew the truth, why would they tell you? First sign is peace. Tell them gun-toting young brothers, the man is glad to see us out there killing one another. We raised too much hell when they were shooting us down, so they started poisoning our minds and trying to jerk us all around. And then they tell us they got to come in and control our situation. They want half of us on dope and the other half in incarceration. And if the ones they want dead ain't killed by what they instigated, they could put some dope on the brother's body and claim it was drug related. Tell them drug related means there don't need to be no investigation, okay? That's the way they're going to play it on a local TV station. So all you 9mm brothers, give them something to think about. Tell them you heard that this is the new word. They got to work that stuff out. Because somehow they feeling the wrong way with the gun in their hands. They feeling real independent, but they just pulling contracts for the man. Live at 5 will tell you it's hopeless out there on the avenue, but if they really knew the truth, why would they tell you? And if they look at you like you're insane and start calling you scarecrow and saying you ain't got no brains, or start telling folks that you suddenly gone lame, or that white folks have finally co-opted your game, or worse yet, implying that you really don't know, they said the same thing about us a long time ago. Young rappers, one more thing, one more suggestion before I get out of your way, but I appreciate the time you give me and the respect for what I got to say. I'm saying protect your community and spread that respect around. Tell brothers and sisters they got to calm that bullshit down because we terrorizing our old folks and brought fear into our homes, and they ain't got to hang out with the senior citizens. Just tell them, damn it, leave the old folks alone. We know who's ripping off the neighborhood. Tell them that bullshit has got to stop. Tell them we sorry you can't handle it out there, but you got to take the crime off the block. If they look at you like they think you're insane, or start calling you scarecrow and saying you ain't got no brain, or start telling folks that you finally gone lame, or white folks have finally co-opted your game, or worse yet, saying that you really don't know. They said that about me a long time ago. And if they start to tell people that you finally lost your nerve, that's the same thing they said about us when we said Johannesburg. But I think you young folks need to know things don't go both ways. You can't just talk respect on every other song or every other day. Now, what I'm talking about is the raps about the women folk. On one song, she's your African queen, and on the next one, she's a joke. And what you said, and you ain't said no words I haven't heard, but that ain't no compliment. It only insults 8 out of 10 people and questions your own intelligence. 4-letter words or 4-syllable words won't make you a poet. It will only magnify how shallow you are and let everybody know it. And if you look at you like they think you're insane, or start calling you scarecrow and saying you ain't got no brain, or start telling folks that you've suddenly gone lame, or that white folks have finally co-opted your game, Or worse yet, saying that you really don't know. They said that about me a long time ago. And if they finally tell people that you started to lose your nerve, that's the same thing they said about Johannesburg. See, you ain't insane. You have got a brain. You haven't gone lame. You have got your game. Remember, keep the nerve. Keep the nerve. We talking about peace.